Hi everyone, so we're here today at Baseline Force, Ella's new charity organisation, helping young men coming out of prison, getting them into boxing and weight training, sort of counselling sessions in a way, just a camaraderie. Dave's one of the mentors as well, I am as well now. So Dave, nice to see you again.
And you, my friend.
Good to see you. It's been, Dave's been watching the channel as well, haven't you?
I am a fan. I'm actually a fan. Like, me and Matt have been friends for a good
25 years.
Yeah.
I'll put a picture up when I first met Dave. I don't think you remember this. It was, I was in my early 20s, and you had just when you could have the knuckle dusters out in public, do you remember?
Yeah.
And we put the dusters on. But I'll put a picture up of when me and Dave first met, 25 years ago.
Yeah. But you're doing in what you're doing now. I'm proud of you now.
Thank you.
I'm loving you doing this. You know, you do it well.
Thank you.
And you're an easy bloke to actually go blur too. That's half the trick of doing an interview. You can suck it out of them, you're right.
Thank you, mate, I appreciate that. Did you see my Joe Egan one I did?
I did it, watched them all.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Dave. What have you got planned? What are you up to these days?
Well, they're doing a 3-part series for Amazon Prime documentary at the moment. They're doing that. And they've actually got a ghostwriter living in my house, so they're bringing out a book at the same time as they're bringing out the 3-part documentary. They're re-bringing out Hell to Pay.
Are they?
Yeah, Eamon's done that.
Redo.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Is Eamon doing it?
Digitalised.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a big word for me, by the way. Digitalised.
So it's high def.
Yeah. So it's all happening from the moment. The club's busy at home.
Yeah. You still in the place?
Yeah. Oh no, what happened there was someone next door to my house was knocking their house down and building flats, and they was going to compulsory purchase my house. I didn't even understand what that was, but they'd just come along and buy it and tell you what they're paying for it, and you got no say whatsoever, because they was going to turn it into a road. The dust carts and the fire engines to get to these flats. I absolutely shit myself. But strangely enough, the man who was buying it decided not to.
That's nice of him. Can I talk to you, Dave, when you were doing the door work, there's a couple of people on my channel that everyone loves to hear about, and Build a Bomb was one of them. You knew Build a Bomb, obviously, and Lenny.
Well, yeah. I know him well. I know him both very well.
And how would you rate Bill as a fighter, and what was his speciality?
He was an internal fighter. You just couldn't hurt him. Yeah, he loved it, he got off on it, and he couldn't hurt him. He had no sense of fear or dread, or he genuinely was going to enjoy it and thought he could win everyone. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what was he like as a person? He was quite funny.
He was hilarious. Me and him got on wicked.
Yeah.
We used to go out raving. Yeah, and he would then mind having his shirt off, and he just looked a big bundle of bag. That's what he looked like, a great big bundle of bag. And he'd be there like, whoa, yeah, whoa, loving it. He's absolutely loving it, yeah. So I can't think of a better person to go out with, and you always felt very safe with Bill.
Yeah.
He had very old, very good manners, looked after his mum, loved the ladies, looked after the dudes, you know, he had morals.
Do you know what, I was with Bev, his wife, a few weeks back, and she said exactly the same thing. Not a lot of people know about Bill. He was very old-fashioned.
Yeah. You know, like he'd jump up and do that, but loved his mum, loved his children, loved your children, loved your mum, treated the ladies with respect. I would knock you out, your mate out, but say sorry to their wives after.
Yeah, old school.
Get him a cab home, you know, and not pay for the debt, you know, he was like...
Old school, you don't see that a lot nowadays.
No.
Billy Isaacs as well, who passed away.
Billy Isaacs, you lived with me when he first came to London. He lived in my flat, me and the bloke from Warren. We lived together for a year.
What was Billy like? Because I've never, there's no interview with him.
Absolutely hilarious. Very, very funny. He could afford to be a bit of a show-off and a bit cocky because he was a tool. Yeah. A proper tool. He was better out of the ring than in the ring. You know, I know he's quite good in the ring and all that, blah, blah, blah. But outside, rolling about the floor, putting someone's door through and running in, doing the deck collecting, what we were doing when I was with him. Fearless, another one, just wasn't in there. The dread of it wasn't actually in there.
I've seen him get in the ring to offer Gary Sayers out. I don't know whether you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there and you got in and...
Yeah. And he'd have thought Gary Sayers that minute. He would have fought that minute,
I think they kicked off earlier on.
It did, yeah. I don't think there's any love lost between them.
No.
But he was a very funny man, brilliant to live with because good little money earner. Yeah, good little money earner. He had a very attractive swagger about him. Yeah, when you're internally that confident in your own abilities, and he's a big 6 foot, whatever, good looking bastard. He had a beautiful swagger, real, you know, and so, and being around certain people, you can feed off them. You can feed off their confidence, and he made me. All my boys are bigger than me. I'm the littlest one in the lot, but he grew me. As do you, mate. In our younger days. Having you beside me made me a little bit more swaggery. Right? But Billy Isaacs was someone that you genuinely felt an awful lot safer when he was around and he was on your side.
Well, can I also just mention before we go, do you remember the trip to Amsterdam we had about 15 years ago? Because what I'm doing at the minute, Katie, who's holding the camera, she's doing magic mushroom therapy, which is, I don't know if you've heard about it. It obviously treats depression, anxiety and various other ailments. But do you remember I did the mushrooms that day in Amsterdam and I freaked out on the coke?
Of course I do.
Mark Fish had to come and cuddle me on the coke.
Can I tell you a little fact about magic mushrooms?
Go on.
The purest form of hallucinogenic drug is reindeer piss. And that is because their natural food is magic mushrooms. Right? They eat through it's not a joke. They eat through the snow and they eat magic mushrooms all day, all night. That's all they do. So if you could get, this is from Howard Marks taught me this, if you could get one to actually piss into a glass, that would be the most hallucinogenic LSD-ish liquid you can get. That is the God's honest
I never knew that.
It's reindeer. Reindeer urine is the most LSD purest form of.
Wow.
Right, trying to get one to wee into a glass is fucking hard. You don't get many reindeers in Plumstead where I live.
I will never forget that trip though, because I remember, I think it might have been me or someone that knocked on your door on the ferry and you came out with a swimming cap on and nothing else.
That's right, listen, I didn't want to come back from the customs because I thought they're going to stop me, they always stop me. So me and my missus had a handful of them. And I put a swimming cap on, black swimming cap, right? And you turn into like a sex monster. If I can ever shake like that again, that's most probably my best performance. And we was it was all the boats going like that, and I was banging away for about 4 or 5 hours or so, solidly. And when I was sweating, it all filled up the hat, and it weren't running out the sides of the hat. It was like a big up here full of sweat. Eyes are big, and then coming knocking on the door, so I opened the door with nothing on apart from an hard on, and this big long hat full of water. You had to be there. It hasn't come out as funny as it was.
That was brilliant.
It was funny,
Well, Dave, great to see you again, mate. Thank you for the interview.
What good cause this is today.
Yeah, it's a brilliant cause.
You know, the quality, I've said it before, the quality of people in there prepared to help.
Yeah, we've got
genuine. No one's getting paid for this. No one's doing it for any glory or nothing like that. They genuinely have lived that life and they're trying to go to someone in whatever way they can.
We've got Dave's here. I'm here. Kev Lane's in there as well. Many of you know Kev Lane. Michael and Brian Emmett. You've got Darren Hendry over there. Massive amount of support for Ella, and it's a really Baseline Force it's called, and I'll put all the links up.
Get involved in that, people. Have a little look at it. Get involved in it.
Nice one, Dave. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Nice one. Thank you.